Hi, Nikita.
Hi. Hi, Arshi.
Hi. Hello, everybody. For the people who are joining us right now, so I'm Arshi Yasin from The Bridge. We're a sports media publication, and we have today with us Dr. Nikita Suresh, who is a nutritionist and a fitness instructor based out of Bangalore. And so she shuffles from Bangalore and Malaysia. This is what she mentioned yesterday. And now we are catching up, because so much is going on around the world in our country. So even a couple of minutes back, our Honorable Prime Minister addressed to the nation asking us to take care of ourselves. So it's very important to know the right way and the right remedy and I would say, basically doing the right thing at the right time. That is important. So, Dr. Nikita, you just in brief, you tell our viewers about yourself in brief and why you chose this as your career.
Okay, so basically, I've done my bachelor's and master's in nutrition and dietetics, and then I went on to also complete my PhD in nutrition. And that's how I'm a doctor, basically a PhD doctor. And the reason I chose this is because, to be honest, I didn't really like maths after my 10th grade, so I have not started to use physics, chemistry, math, or physics, chemistry, home science, and bio, and that's where I chose home science. And in home science, nutrition is a part of it. And then in bachelor's, I really liked nutrition, so I chose nutrition dietetics, and it started off from there. And then I'm also a Zumba fitness instructor, and I was teaching right from college. So I used to finish college and go in the evenings and take classes. So that's when I figured out that nutrition and fitness go hand in hand, and decided to take this as my career.
Yeah. So for the viewers who have joined right now, we have Dr. Nikita Suresh with us, who is a nutritionist and a fitness trainer and a Zumba instructor. So like she's a combination of like every good thing which we need right now and in at this time. So and also this Instagram live session is powered by Fast and Up, a sports nutrition and an active nutrition company. So, Nikita, we will straight away get to the point. And so we have some interesting questions for you. And in between, we will also take audience questions. Okay. So before I proceed ahead, so generally, I have seen people getting confused between dietitian and a nutritionist. Personally, I don't know the technical difference. I want you to tell our viewers what is the difference among these two.
Okay, so honestly, there's a very thin line between a dietitian and nutritionist. Most often, you will see dietitians in a clinical setting or in hospitals, and they might also have an additional qualification, which is they would have cleared the registered dietitian exam, so they will have an RD exam, and they mostly give out therapeutic diets for diseases. And nutritionists, they are more to do in public health, or they're in the wellness space. You will see them in gyms, fitness centers, or even online. But again, in nutritionists, there is a certified nutritionist and a qualified nutritionist. So qualified is one who has an educational background, and we've studied a minimum of at least 5 years. Whereas certified is just a certification course, or someone just calling themselves a health coach because they have a personal success story, they have lost weight, or they have started having a healthy journey, and they decided that they can start coaching people and call themselves a health coach. So if you have to go to a nutritionist, I would really suggest to go to a qualified one. So dietitians, like I said, are mostly in the clinical setting. But nutritionists also are aware about clinical diets and diseases, but we are more in the wellness fitness space.
Okay, great. So, when it comes to fitness, so although the craze of the being fit has obviously increased right now, but fortunately, unfortunately, I have seen more people incline towards weight loss rather than being fit. Okay, so you tell us like your personal experience, because you handle so many clients and you are from this particular domain. So what is your observation if there is inclination more towards weight loss than fitness, why is it so at the first place?
Right. So everybody, when they contact a nutritionist, the first thing they do is, ask for weight loss. That's the immediate goal. And mostly it is to do with, aesthetics, not really to do with their health. And unfortunately, that is a sad case. But I clearly recommend and tell them, stop being obsessed about the weight, and it really doesn't matter. If your fat is above a normal level, then we have to bring that down. But I work more on correcting their lifestyle and bringing in healthy eating habits. So even if it is to do with weight loss, weight gain, or just somebody who thinks they are eating healthy, but it might be just a Google search, they might believe, oh, we are eating healthy, but it could be wrong. I can even correct that as well, and just inculcate a healthy lifestyle in all. So I believe only in that, and I wouldn't really stick to your weight or have a particular weight goal or anything like that.
Yeah. So, Dr. Nikita, when it comes to fitness, there are people in general who are enthusiasts, and then we have professional sports persons and athletes who basically take more care and they have professional training and trainers and coaches and everybody. So let's say for somebody who is who falls in between, basically. There are people who also work out in the gym and they also play, but they are not playing in the professional circuit. So how does the degree of nutrition varies with different types of workouts?
So it is different actually based on the demands of the kind of workout, whether it's cardio-based, weight-based, whether it's an athlete, or if it's just a fitness enthusiast. It completely is different because for an athlete, they might be very higher nutritional needs, higher caloric needs, and that many calories is not needed for probably just an enthusiast. He would probably maybe put on weight if he ate that many calories. And, so apart from calories, the carbohydrate, the protein content to stop, say, muscular loss, and stuff, it varies a lot on the type of exercise. So it's different for each type of workout.
Yeah. So, I will get back to a couple of questions. So the next question is sugar really a devil food?
So that's interesting because I guess most have a sweet tooth, but I wouldn't really call sugar devil. Though for some people they are really addicted to it and it might be difficult for them. But honestly speaking, sugar, all it has, or processed sugar, all it has is calories, and it has no nutrition in it at all. It's not going to give you any vitamins, minerals, nothing. So the only reason someone would consume sugar is for the taste of it, right? And there's nothing in it. If you think you're eating healthy and you want to shift to, say, brown sugar, jaggery, honey, the body cannot differentiate what source it's getting its sugar from. So it treats it all the same way. It will break it down the same way. And all of them give the same amount of calories. So honestly speaking, shifting is of no use because all are same calories.
Seriously? Oh my God! I have stopped having the crystalline sugar like 3 years back. I'm on jaggery powder. But like if you're saying this right now, I have to rethink on what am I doing.
Calories, then it's absolutely of no use. But also, vitamins and minerals are higher in jaggery and brown sugar compared to white. But the amount is so less that if you compare it with 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoon, the amount that we're using is really negligible. Of no use. So rather, if you just want to avoid calories, then stay off all kinds of sugar. But if you want it for the taste, then which kind of sugar doesn't matter. But in a day, don't consume more than 2 to 3 teaspoons.
Okay, interesting. And so all the viewers who are like diehard fan of Death by Chocolate and all, just think what we are doing with our lives. Okay, so
all cheap,
Yeah, but the number of cheat days should be less. But let's see. And the next question is an interesting question. So your thoughts on being vegan? Are you a vegan, by the way?
No, so I'm not a vegan, but I do have a lot of clients who are vegan, so I'm not one to tell a vegan not to be a vegan, and nor am I one to tell a non-vegetarian or a vegetarian to convert to and go vegan, so I cater to all sorts of clients and that's just my job role. But if you ask my personal opinion, if you are vegan because you believe in being a vegan to avoid the animal cruelty, or maybe you had to drop the dairy and all that for health reasons, then that's great. Just make sure that your nutrition is well balanced. And if you are a hardcore non-vegetarian, my only recommendation to you would be not be greedy and overeat, but at least limit your consumption and have less. We really don't need so much. But I would not tell either of them to convert. And also, there are a lot of people who are real vegans. They believe in their reason and purpose. But there are some who are vegans just for the coolness factor, and that absolutely no use. So I know people who come to me and say, oh, I'm vegan Monday to Friday and weekend I'm not a vegan. That doesn't make sense to me, because that's either you're a vegetarian or non-vegetarian, you're not a vegan, so just for the coolness factor, please don't become a vegan. Do whatever you're doing if you honestly believe in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Dr. Nikita, what right now, everybody is talking about coronavirus, and even my family has kept me isolated. So, when we started the video, my door was being knocked by my mom that, okay, she had to serve me food inside the room. So, there is so much of noise, okay, if I may use that word, on the awareness. And in this age of WhatsApp, it has become difficult to identify that which piece of information is correct and which is not correct. So we all are receiving so many WhatsApp forwards that, okay, do this, do that, eat this, eat that, and everything. So coming back to immunity factor, which is important right now to fight coronavirus. So let's say if we have more citrus fruits and more related foods which will help us to boost our immunity, how much will it help in this time of crisis?
All right. So, improving your immunity is very important. Actually, keep away the allergies or the common cold or flu. But honestly, it might make you a little stronger, but not necessarily make you, fight coronavirus, because you are still susceptible and at risk. If you're going to come in contact with people just because you feel you've eaten nutritious food and high immunity, you've boosted your immunity, or you've come in contact with surfaces of someone who's, infected, you are still susceptible to it, and you will get the virus. So honestly, you have to improve your immunity, at least to avoid the allergic symptoms and to make your symptoms more manageable rather than beating the virus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And for the viewers, so vitamin C plays a very important role in increasing the immunity. And so you guys can load lots and lots of lemon in the refrigerator. But if in case you, obviously lemon has a shelf life, all veggies have shelf life. What you can do is you can just have a product which is called Fast Enough Charge, which is a vitamin C, natural vitamin C supplement, which delivers immunity boosting ingredients. And you guys can go on Amazon and fastenough.in website and can order
another thing.
So, in fact,
So it's also made from natural extracts of amla. And the thing about Fast Enough Charge is it also contains zinc. So this combination of C and zinc are great for fighting a virus, basically. So that's a good thing. And a lot of people don't have time or are scared to go out and shop for oranges, sweet limes, guava, amla, and all these vitamin C food. So then it's easier to just keep the supplement. In fact, I just carry it around with me, and I have it right on my table, but it's over. But so in case
it's much in demand. Yeah. So Nikita, yesterday one information reached.
You can shop this easily.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. So again, another piece of information which I have received on WhatsApp, I don't know how true it is, that coronavirus has more chances of getting to A positive people. How true is it?
No, there's nothing like that. Honestly, to trust the sources, either check with your health professional doctors, or if you want the right information, go to the CDC website or WHO or UNICEF, all the trusted sources, and the only way it spreads is from person to person, close contact, or through surfaces. It doesn't matter what your blood group is or ethnicity or any of those things.
Okay, thank God. I was positive and people were scaring me like hell. Okay. So, Nikita, what is your thought on people having crash diets like keto, military diet, GM diet? So, what is your thought on it?
So, personally, big no to any of the crash diets. I don't believe in any of them. They're all short term. They might give you results immediately, but definitely not sustainable at all. Uh, Keto diet into patients who have epilepsy. So, if it's because of a medical condition, yes, some diets might be useful. But otherwise, I believe in only eating, balanced food, nutritious food, eating local, what you're used to eating, and continue something which you can continue for life rather than something short term and then just break and binge eat.
Oh yeah, so yeah, for the viewers, whoever is following any crash diet, time to rethink, reconcile, and introspect, retrospect everything. And this is a good time. So since we have to maintain social distancing, so
yeah, it's a good in focus on eating right. Try some new recipes.
Yeah, right. So, Dr. Nikita, my next question would be, which is a very crucial question. So, right now, people are confined to their respective homes. So, people are not being able to step out to work out. No gyms, like no matches are happening, no sports, and most of the sporting tournaments cancelled. So, during this time, how do we keep ourselves fit and in result motivated?
Right, so that has been one of the biggest complaints for me as well. A lot of my clients are like, gyms are closed, we can't go to parks, what do we do? So, well, if you have a home gym, at least it's a little better. But, doing workout at home is your only option. So, doing like a functional training or a HIIT session, your high intensity interval training, or maybe some body weight exercises, you can either speak to your coaches or trainers and ask them to give you quick workouts for like 20-30 minutes to do at home. Or of course you have YouTube and you can Google out these fitness instructors who are giving a lot of videos online as well. There are a lot of instructors are live streaming classes online nowadays. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the to work out from home. And even your cable, your broadband has a fitness section on your channel, so you can probably subscribe to that and work out at home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any special and exclusive advice for the elderly people, because they are way much into the virus?
Right. Well, they have to take care of their nutrition, and boosting their immunity is more important for them rather than anyone else. So either their caregiver or themselves or whoever's with them have to make sure they eat well, eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and stay well hydrated. And if they're not really in the mood or don't feel like eating quite a lot, then at least eat small meals very frequently. But they have to take care of their eating habits. It's very, very important, especially at this time. So, can you just tell me like three dietary habits which are like a complete no-no? Well, if you're talking in terms of the current condition, then I would say if you're planning to just sit at home, watch Netflix and binge eat, then definitely that's a big no. But skipping meals or trying your detoxes, juice fast, again, I would say no, please don't do any of those. Continue eating normally, eat your normal Indian food. Everything is very rich in, nutrition, and we use a lot of spices, a lot of turmeric, ginger, garlic, all of these in our cooking. So rich in immunity and nutrition, which helps improve our immunity. So continue eating the same rather changing that up, skipping meals, starving, and those are things I would say just don't ever do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So one of our viewers commented Netflix and citrus then.
Yeah, sweet. Correct. We can do that.
Yeah, so we will take a couple of questions. One person, her name is Garima Pandey Kalia. So she is, the question is long. I'm just reading out the last statement. Can you give some tips to stay fit both mentally and physically? So, right. Specifically, like how do we keep ourselves fit? Any advice on that?
I would say get onto apps and do either yoga or meditation. That would be great medically. But exercise as such itself, exercise is a good booster for your mood. So even doing physical exercise works for your mental boost as well. So if not for that, if you are really anxious or in a panic mode or stressed out, then yoga or meditation or apps will really help you with this right now.
Nikita is here with us. So we have another viewer who is asking, is Centrum a good supplement for daily vitamin needs?
I don't really talk brand specific in terms of multivitamins, but if you really want multivitamins, it's only because if you have a deficiency. So check if you really need it. Otherwise, it's honestly of no use. Or if your diet is very poor and it's not well balanced, then maybe a multivitamin will help. Otherwise, you're just simply having it, and it's not going to be absorbed into your body. So you may or may not need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the current scenario, where people, we don't know that till what time we have to maintain this house arrest sort of situation.
Yeah.
So how do we tackle with this in terms of, the more the number of days will pass, it will become upsetting for both our brain and our bodies. How do we keep self sustainable in terms of like isolation time?
I think we should try our best and not to think or panic about this situation, and rather try to be more positive. And I know we all think like, okay, we're getting more quality time at home, spending time with our family, kids, pets, and everyone. And some people are working from home, so for them it's a regular work routine, except home. But for those who are not working and have more kids and family members at home, I think they are facing an issue as to how do we keep kids engaged, what do we do, we're getting bored. But rather than panicking, complaining about it, I would say just like it's good, everything had to slow down, and we would look at this like a good break. It's slowing down, and try to keep it busy, and maybe pursue your interests or hobbies at this time, which you were probably couldn't do before you were busy with the household needs.
Yeah. Okay. So commented to Nikita, it was very helpful. And question, very nice question. Pronounce the name. It's Sarava9119. How to avoid overthinking during training?
Overthinking during training?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, what kind of training is she talking about? Workouts or
Workout?
I'm guessing it must be work. Yeah, right. I mean, if you're really worried or overthinking during training, which ideally shouldn't happen, I would say speak to your trainer about it. Try to understand what is happening. Like, is it workout related? Is it that you're not enjoying it, or something you're forcefully doing because you don't want to do it? Try to find out the reason why you're overthinking. Like, what is causing this? And you should probably do what you can enjoy doing. Change the workout routine, probably add in some variety. Maybe that will help, I guess.
Yeah. So next question is best sources of wheat protein. Currently getting it from peanuts and millet. Anything else? Or
Right, yeah, peanuts, pea protein, soy protein, all your legumes. Then you have your hemp, which is also a protein source. You have soy, and that is the biggest source of all your vegetarian protein. And if you're not vegan, then of course your milk and milk products, nuts and seeds, and also cereals are a good source of protein. And people think it's only carb. That's not the case. You can think of millets and a pseudo cereal like quinoa. They're all good sources of protein as well. Okay, guys, we're going to end the live. If you all have any more questions, just get in touch with me. Great talking to you. Thank you so much for watching, and get in touch if you have any queries.